And so what we're now going to do is move on and fly Stan, and he's going to be, oh he's there actually, heading his way up at this river road here. It's a huge bird, the largest bird of prey that actually lives wild here in the United Kingdom. Bit dodgy flying over the archery stand there, Stan, but anyways, he's cleared that well enough. But it really is a huge bird, bigger even than a golden eagle. And white-tailed sea eagles can be found. Probably still the best place is the Western Isles of Scotland, but there's a release programme at the moment on the East Coast. There's been one in Ireland as well, and occasionally you'll see them on English and Welsh coasts. As he comes over the top of me here, I'm just going to put my hands up in the air just to give him that signal that I want him to do something a bit more exciting, just to try and get a bit of an extra lap around from him. But I'm quite aware that it's a difficult day for all of these large birds to fly around. It's because the wind is in the wrong direction and there's very little of it. A couple of weeks ago, it was a Sunday, Stan went off after his first demonstration, and it was 2:20 before he decided to come back down here. Hundreds of feet over the top of the castle. Absolutely fantastic to watch him. And I genuinely don't have to worry about Stan. I've been looking after him for 5 years now. He knows exactly where he lives. But because it's difficult for him today, he's giving me a hard time, and he keeps trying to whack me as he goes over the top of me. And it's actually very, very painful indeed, even though I've got this big glove on. So if he tries it again, I shall just grab him instead and sort of try and teach him a lesson. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to hurt Stan. It's the last thing on my mind. I absolutely adore this bird, but I'm just not prepared for his bullying tactics today. Do you know something? We bought him a girlfriend recently because in another couple of years' time he's going to be sexually mature. It takes about 7 years, which suggests a long lifespan. He could live till he's 50 or 60 years of age. Scylla, his girlfriend, is horrible, a real nasty piece of work. She's a third the size, again, of Stan, and she really does give him such a hard time indeed. And certainly we're hoping that they're going to get along as they get a little bit older, but at the present moment in time, Stan cannot stand her. He really doesn't like her at all. She steals his food from him. She picks all the best perches out in the sunshine, or indeed out in the rain. And what's going to happen to Stan is next Sunday, that's going to be his last flight at this time on Sunday, and then he's going back up to the Yorkshire Dales with me, and he's going to go into that aviary. So he's going to have the whole winter off, but he'll be back here doing his first show, and that's going to be on Good Friday next year. Look at him as he's powering away from us there, trying to get enough height to come back over the top of me. Oh, don't do it again, Stan. Oh, it really does whack me there, and because he's doing that, he's not actually doing himself any favours, because it really slows him down, and it means that as he flies over the top of your heads there, he's only just making it, but must be brilliant for you to see. And I think because of that we'll give him just one final flight today and leave him at that until tomorrow. To Stan, we'll see if we can get him to head off that one final time, just to encourage him. He's thinking of getting going, but just to encourage him to do so, we'll give him that hand signal there, and as he comes over the top of me here, this is going to be interesting. Are you going to grab me again? No, that's brilliant. That's just what we actually want, Stan, and because of that I'm going to call you straight the way back in. So that is just about as much as we have time for on the Flight of the Eagles show. Thanks very much indeed for watching.